Usually on Tuesdays about this time, we talk to Aaron at Fagan Associates about financial stuff. Since we were out yesterday, he's joining us today. And Aaron, what are you finding out about the job market?
Yeah, the jobs report last Friday released was way below estimates. They thought payrolls were going to grow by about 1 million jobs. It had actually turned out that it only grew by 266,000. So, 25% of what we thought. It kind of made everyone take a pause and think of, what's going on in the economy? Is it as strong as we think? Why aren't people going back to work?
What do you think is going on? Because I'm seeing some things where people are having trouble finding people to work.
I think it's a multitude of things. I think it had, yes, I think we maybe put a little bit too much stimulus out there. And people are still, hey, why would I go back to work during the summer, when I can, enjoy my summer? The average benefits are between $12 and $19 an hour. So I think a lot of people are like, hey, if I was a waiter before, I can be a waiter in September. But also, 70% of schools aren't fully back yet. And I think a lot of parents are kind of waiting to see, hey, I'm not going to enter the workforce yet if I don't, if I don't know what my kid's school is going to be like. I'm not going to pay for a sitter, yeah.
Man, there's so many different aspects to this versus just, hey, there's this one report, but there's so many backstories on what's affecting everything. It's hard to figure out, I'm sure.
Yeah, people want to say, there's too much stimulus in the economy or one thing or another. But, I think you kind of have to take, COVID was obviously a weird time, too. And, I think it's a bunch of things kind of together that are making people kind of, not jumping back into the workforce quite yet.
So when are you thinking it will all come together? I'm almost thinking, schools going back in full force in the fall, possibly, and then maybe things will come together?
I think in the next month or two, I think it's one of those things like, you don't want to be left the last person looking for a job. So I think everyone's starting to know, hey, these benefits end in September. So I think, a couple months before July, August, especially July, I think people will start being like, okay, my summer's winding down. I don't want to be the last one looking for a job. So I think you'll start to see them pick up, sooner than later.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, it's such a crazy time. I saw that almost 50 or 60% of New Yorkers are all fully vaccinated now. So that'll in another month or two will probably be up near 70% possibly. So that'll take care of that.
Yeah, and I think Pfizer in New York State and the government said that now 12 and up can start getting the vaccine now too. So I think when things start to reopen, you'll see a lot of more people go back to work. But what we are looking at that is higher labor costs. So if people do have to raise wages to go back to work, they don't bring the wages down. So it's kind of interesting to see how people get back to work. You've seen bonuses. There's an article we got this morning from Bloomberg that said free beer, so it's going to be interesting to see how people get back to work and, the incentives.
All right. Well, we'll get there one little step at a time, but, all the cogs have to fit into each other to get everything going again. And it's not quite there yet.
Yep, exactly.
All right, Aaron, where do people contact you guys if they have any questions about finance in general and their personal finances?
Yeah, you can email us at investment@FaganAssociates.com. We have we can answer questions from there. We do have a contact page on our website, FaganAsset.com. We have a LinkedIn and a Facebook as well. Or you could call us at 518-279-1044.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate your insight as always, and we will talk more financial stuff next week.
Great. Thanks a lot, Randy.
All right, thank you. Aaron at Fagan Associates. We'll have more up on the website, too, today. 995theriver.com.
This is 99.5 The River.